Guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to share with you my haul from the Sephora VIB sale. So if you're interested in seeing what I got at the VIB sale, then just keep on watching. Alright, so the VIB sale is still going on right now, and I'll leave all the information about it down below. I also did a whole blog post about my recommendations, so I'll leave that down below as well, like eye makeup, lips, face, everything is in that post. So I'll leave that below if you guys are still planning on shopping the sale. And I got a lot of stuff this year. My birthday is actually in about like 10 days, so this was a haul slash a lot of birthday presents. So I was able to get a lot of makeup, more makeup than I've ever gotten at one time in my life. I never buy more than like 2 things at Sephora, so this is really exciting for me to get a lot of things that I've wanted for a couple years. And I actually started planning what I wanted to get for the sale like in August. Basically, I do a lot of research before I buy anything, even if it's like a $5 drugstore product. And a lot of the products I hauled I am wearing today because I wanted to give you guys like a really quick first impression on the products that I am wearing. But I am going to do a get ready with me using basically all the products that I'm showing in my haul, so you guys can see me actually apply them and how they work and my thoughts after like a couple days of using them. So the first thing that I am wearing is the Makeup Forever HD Stick Foundation. I told you guys in my wish list that I knew for a fact I was going to get this, and I did. I ended up getting the shade Y245, and it was like kind of a struggle to match me. And when I go to buy a foundation at Sephora, I like to go with no makeup on or no foundation on, so I can get matched perfectly in store, and they could basically put the foundation like all over my face and have it be an accurate match. So this is Y245. I find this already creamier than the Anastasia one. I literally put it on 20 minutes ago, so I don't know how it wears yet, but I'll keep you guys updated, and when I do that get ready with me, I would have already worn it for a couple times. But so far I'm liking it. I'm liking the coverage. It's like medium coverage. And then I ended up also getting the primer from IT Cosmetics. I'm wearing it today, and I'm actually very interested in the texture. Like, I just found it very, very different. So this is the Bye Bye Pores primer, and usually pore filling primers are kind of more of a silky or moussey texture. This is actually coming out like milky on my hand when I squirted it out. Okay, now it's getting a little thicker, and I think I just need to shake it up because when I tried it in store, it was more creamy, but I think I just have to shake it up because it is like a new tube. But it is more like a lotiony primer. It's very, very silky. So I'm assuming if I were to actually shake the bottle more before I were to use it, it is going to be a bit creamier because that's how it was when I tested it out in store. And I really like the texture of testing it out in store. When I applied it now, it was just like this creamy mess. It kind of is like a liquid sunscreen. So it is really creamy and really lightweight. It's very different than like the Professional or anything like that. So I'll keep you guys posted on if this ends up working out, because right now this is like a weird texture compared to the one I tried in store. And I also got the Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer in Illumination. I am wearing this today. I got this shade light because in the original one I'm the shade medium, but I swatched the medium one in stores and it just looked super tan. So I swatched the light one and it seemed like a good match in stores. But when I put this on under my eyes, it was so light. And I think it's just because it's so thick. But now on my hand, that actually looks like a good match. So I am debating whether I want to keep this one or go to the medium shade. But I think maybe when I just applied it today, like I put so much on that it was overwhelming. But I'm thinking that it's going to actually be a good match, and I think it looks okay under my eyes today. So next for my face, I did end up getting a powder foundation, and I went with the Urban Decay powder foundation. This is in the shade Medium Light Neutral, and I think this is a pretty good match for me. It comes pressed like this, and I think I'm gonna really like this. I am wearing this today. I kind of just put it on the center of my face, like super lightly on top of my foundation, and I think this is a good like on the go like touch-up foundation. It's not something I would use as like a foundation on its own. And I also thought it was really fancy that it comes with this little case to put it in. I feel like that's super high maintenance, but it's also really cute because it's like a little sunglass case. Might actually be pretty practical if you want to just like throw this in your purse and you don't want the packaging to get all scratched up. So I thought that was really cute to come with that as well. And then I did end up getting the Becca Under Eye Corrector. This is a peach corrector, and I think it's very interesting. It's like a very, very silky texture. It's super lightweight. And I like the coloring. It's more pink, but it's also very bright. It is a brightening corrector, so it's a lot more pink and like highlighty than my Pixie corrector or any other corrector that I have. So I am going to get a lot of use out of this because I am running low on my Pixie corrector, and I just went for it and got a high-end one to replace it. but I like the texture of this. I put it on under my eyes. It was super easy to blend out, and I think it was about $30. So next, the palette I ended up getting is a Tarte Tartelette in Bloom palette. I just swatched it in stores, and I really liked it. The shade I have on my lid, I was kind of questioning when I put it on today because I am wearing a lot of the shades in the palette today. And right now I'm wearing this shade on my lid. I'm wearing these shades and this on my brow bone. And this shade, Funny Girl, was just a little bit powdery, or maybe it like swatches pretty, but on my eyes, I couldn't put it on directly with a brush. I did have to apply Fix Plus. But the shade that I swatched in stores that I really like is Firecracker. I hate it when now I'm messing up where it says Tarte. You're not going to be able to see that anymore, but I already took pictures of it, so it's okay. And that is such a pretty shade, so I'm really excited to try out this shade. And I think in my Get Ready With Me, I'm going to do a look with that all over my lid, kind of like a darker, more dramatic fall look. Alright, so next I ended up getting a contour palette from Too Faced, and I've been wanting this forever. It's a Cocoa Contour Kit. I've been wanting it since it came out maybe like a year and a half ago. And I want this because I wanted it to replace my Lorac contour kit that I use every single day. Some of the shades I've hit pan in already, so I'm going to be needing like more of a yellow tone to put under my eyes and a beige tone as well. And this contour kit comes in two colors. I got the darker one that's medium to deep. The other one was light to medium. And I just like the shades in here more. The contour shades are a little bit darker, but I swatched all of these and then the lighter ones on my arm, and I just felt like the lighter ones were too subtle, and I didn't like that the highlight that was in the lighter one is more like chunky glittery, and this one is more like a shimmer highlight, so it's really subtle. And then I even think like the deeper contour shade isn't like super dramatic because it is like kind of sheer and it's not like bam in your face pigmented. So I like all the shades in here. I am wearing 3 out of 4 of them. I'm wearing all of these today, so I think I'm gonna get a lot of use out of that. And it comes with this little brush, and this is the only brush I used to do my contour today. I didn't do anything like too heavy, but I think that's actually a pretty good brush, and I think this was $40, so you get 4 shades for $40. And I think I'm going to be wearing that all the time, and it also smells like chocolate. Alright, so moving into all of this stuff I haven't unboxed yet, and one is a repurchase. It's the Too Faced Hangover RX. This is one of my favorite primers. My favorite hydrating primer is the Makeup Forever Hydrating Primer, but that one is so expensive compared to this. I think it's $37 and you get a lot less product, and this is $32 and it's 1.35 fluid ounces. And it just looks so different to me compared to the one I have that is old. This one's now empty, and I'm so used to seeing the bottle like shrunken, so it looks really cute when it's new because I had it for like probably a year and a half. And I love this. This is awesome for hydration. And this also works as a really good like lightweight moisturizer. I just love this for my skin. I even love this primer on like no makeup days because if I put this on my skin, it just helps it look glowy, and it also has like some skincare benefits in it as well. So I really love this primer. I definitely recommend it, especially if you have drier skin or sensitive skin. So next I have a couple of tools. One is the Beauty Blender Pro, just the original black beauty blender. The one I have is basically falling apart. So I'm always repurchasing the Beauty Blender. It's my favorite sponge. I like the drugstore version as well, but I definitely prefer the Beauty Blender. It absorbs less product and it's really simple to use, and I really love the shape. And I also got an eyelash curler. This is from Shiseido, and I've heard people talk about this eyelash curler, and that's not something I normally think about. The one I use every day is from Revlon, and it's kind of falling apart, and I've had it for a couple years, so I wanted to invest in something that's going to last me a while. My natural lashes are really wimpy and short and just not ideal for any lash situation that I want or any lash look that I want. So I was thinking maybe this eyelash curler could give them a boost if I want to just wear my real lashes or just not wear falsies on certain days. So I'll let you guys know if I end up liking that eyelash curler. I think it was like $19 or something. And then I have a Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops. I ended up getting the one that I wanted in the shade Sun Kissed. And I told you guys in my wish list video that I was debating between this and the Hoola bronzer, like the liquid bronzer. And the good thing about buying things in store is that you get to see like everything, and I had like swatches up and down my arm of everything and just going back and forth throughout the store. I was probably there for like 2 hours just making sure that all my final purchases were what I wanted. And this just beat the coloring of that so much because this has like a natural color to it. It is warm, but in a way that like your skin would actually be. The Hoola bronzer was so orange compared to this. So this one was just like a really, really nice finish. It's super pigmented and has some shimmer to it as well. So I'll let you guys know how I end up liking this, but I just like how silky and smooth it is because the reason I bought it was to put into my foundations that are too light for me. I have a few foundations in my collection that I haven't been able to wear for a few months because they're just too light for me. So I'll let you guys know if this does the trick to make my foundation look darker but also natural and kind of stay in that same warm undertone. So hopefully that will be the case because it was a pricey product. Otherwise, I'm definitely going to be returning it if I don't end up seeing that kind of result. So next, moving on to a few lip products. I have the Too Faced Melted Lip in Child Star, and I was actually going in to get the shade Queen Bee. That's more like a purpley mauve shade, but I have so many shades like that and I wear those all the time that I just thought it wasn't going to be like the best investment right now. I know I still want that color, but I'll get it in a couple months maybe. But I really needed a matte liquid lipstick that was more nude, like a really light nude. I already have a lot of nudes that are mauve or have a brown undertone, so I wanted something that was really light compared to a lot of things that I have. And this still has like a brown shade to it. And this is actually probably very similar to my favorite liquid lipstick, which is Crush from Anastasia, or that's like one of my probably top 5s. But this has a little bit more pink to it than Crush, and it probably is a little bit lighter. I'm also trying out the liquid lipsticks from Bare Minerals. This was at the checkout line, and it's $18, and you get 3 little samples. I didn't even open this at all, or I can just tell that they're nudes, and I didn't have like a shade in mind. I just really wanted to try out the formula. And one of you guys, Claudia, one of my subscribers, said that she hated this formula. So I was kind of nervous picking up a full size, but I'm bagging this right now and I'll swatch these really quickly for you guys. Alright, so these are the 3 shades that it came with, and they're all nudes, which I like because I'm really just a nude lipstick person right now. And this one is the shade Juju, and then we have Wink, which is this middle one. It reminds me a lot of Aries from Ofra. And then also I have Infamous, it was upside down, and that's this last one, and I really like this one too. It's more pinky, and just from swiping it, it kind of reminds me of the Buxom glosses or their liquid lipsticks. It just feels more moussey, so we'll see if I actually end up liking that. And I definitely prefer formulas that are super opaque and super matte, and maybe I'll do like a little lip swatch video on Instagram with these so you guys can see how they actually look on my lip. And then I have a NARS lip glide, and I did see the collection that has like 5 or 6 minis, but I didn't like the shades in there. There was one shade Bound that I really wanted, but the rest were like darker ones, and I knew I wasn't going to wear like darker glosses ever. And that collection was $45, and it is a really good value, but I just knew that I wasn't going to wear like the darker lip colors. So I ended up getting the shade Stripped, and I had to like wait for the girl at Sephora like 15 minutes or try to find people for a really long time to get this color because there was none on the display. And of course Sephora was so busy during the VIB sale. But she found like the last one in the bottom of a shelf somewhere. So I was so ecstatic when she showed me that there was one left. So I really like this. I think I saw Manny MUA wearing it on Snapchat, and that's why I wanted this shade. I think I like screenshotted him wearing it because it's just such a pretty color. It's just like a very like subtle nude. It's basically like every other lip gloss that I own, but that's why I love it. It's a very subtle nude, and I think I'm going to wear it like pretty much every day. Like if I even want to change out my lip color at the end of the day and not like really think about it, that's why I wanted to get this. So I'll let you guys know if I end up liking the formula, but so far I am obsessed with the color Strip. So lastly, we have a few Sephora perks, and this is a lip color I'm wearing today, and I was so excited. This is a 100-point perk. This is like a $10 value at least, and this is the shade Sellout. I actually almost bought this shade, and it's so pretty. I'll swatch it for you guys so you guys can see because my lips are so pigmented. So it probably swatches a little differently. Actually, it's pretty similar. It's almost similar to Allison. Basically, every lip color that I've been wearing, these brown nude lips, I think it is pretty similar to Allison from Anastasia. And it also reminds me of Stepping Out from Smashbox. This is a really pretty color. It's like a brownish nude. And then I also got a birthday gift because it is my birthday in just a few days. So I was able to get my birthday gift, and what I got is from Fresh, and this is their soy cleanser and a face mask. I don't know if I've tried anything from Fresh. I actually just think I've tried like their one-time use little foil samples. So this is a rose face mask, and then I also have the soy cleanser, and this is a really good size. This will probably last me like at least a week or so, and this will be a couple of uses as well. So that is a pretty good value. For a birthday deal, the other option was this little Marc Jacobs little mini lipstick. I think I still have the one from last year in my collection that I've never touched. It's very, very tiny, so if I go to use a little lipstick like that, it ends up breaking like after 3 uses or something. So I definitely love getting free skincare because skincare is so expensive. I guess that's everything for my Sephora VIB sale haul. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know what you're planning on picking up from the sale or what you picked up already in the comments down below. And make sure you're checking out my blog post in my description bar on all my Sephora recommendations as well as all my social media links. My face today was filmed and I'm going to put it on Instagram probably tonight or tomorrow, so make sure you're checking out my Instagram for how I did my makeup today and just how I use all these products. I probably will do a lip swatch with these Bare Mineral liquid lipsticks. And if you guys like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'll talk to you guys soon in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.